So the world as we know it has become more unpredictable, but your response to it doesn't have to be. You don't have to respond with fear or anxiety. You can train your nervous system, and I know I keep using these terms. I probably should explain them a little more. Uh, if you ever been to a vacation, or if you ever had a very loving experience, that's cataloged in your nervous system as a place you can always retreat to. And the more beautiful and the more coherent that experience was, the more your psyche has in terms of being able to recharge and reset, because it can always go back there. That's why it says setting a baseline of coherence. This is why you train it, so you get calmer and calmer and calmer. This is why even the meditation is so powerful, because it gets you so calm. So now the nervous system, okay, I know the neural pathways to there. I know how to get to that secret garden because I know the neural pathways, because I've been there before. Does that make sense? So as you constantly meditate and train with these guided meditations, you become more coherent, deeper and deeper, and it becomes more and more beautiful and more serene, more and more coherent. You become more and more free. And that's what it's about. That's what heaven is. Freedom. It has to be trained. You have to build your heaven. Nobody creating it for you. How could they? You know what you want. You know what is your peace. Like I told you about the mountains. Mountains is something that gives me great levels of regulation. That's me. You see? That's why I love Colombia, because it's so green mountains, plus the coffee and the chocolate and the culture. It's beautiful. Absolutely. All South America, actually. People, I'm going to the islands. I'm going to the beach. You can have that. That's cool. I'm not finna burn up in no desert. That's all it is. The beach is like going to the desert to me. Keep it real honest. To each his own. To each his own. So, this is why I invite you to join us down here in Atlanta. The Reset 2 Advanced Coherence Training. It's going to be an autumn reset, getting us ready for 2027. A lot of things are slated to roll out in 2027. The robots are coming. AI are going to be walking, driving your cars. So much is going to happen. You have to get prepared for it, because it's a great level of uncertainty. A lot of you are going to lose your job. You're going to lose your livelihood. A lot of people are going to be dependent on government to take care of them. And that is going to come. There's going to be certain things attached to that. They're not going to just give you free money and you're going to do whatever you want to do. So training for that. That's what it's about. We're going to be doing that down here in Atlanta in September. We're halfway full right now. After this month, we go into August. We go into another phase of registration. So the registration goes up. This is a great time to lock in. It's beautiful. You have a rooftop location. You get a free lunch and dinner, and not just shabby. I'm talking about high-end, gourmet, nice, healthy, good food, right? You get a textbook, and you get to interact with people on the frequency. I think that's the best part of it. The teachings are I say it's 50-50. It's the teachings and the exercises, but once you connect with people on the frequency that's just like you, you're going to feel like you met your long lost sister, your long lost brother, right? You might even meet your long lost lover. Who knows? Because when you come down to the reset, any brother or sister that you meet, you automatically going to have the most important thing in common. And that is your life path and your life purpose. Your life path and your life purpose. So train your nervous system, and don't wait for the crisis to happen. Be proactive, and join us at the Reset for immersive training and continue your growth inside our community. I would recommend that you become a member first. I don't want you to pay full price for that reset. You can, but if you become a member, you get 30% off. So whatever you see at Hidden Power Wellness, you click on events, and it'll show you what the price is for one person and then admit two. You admit two, you get 30% off. If you become a member, you get 30% off. Then you bring two people, that's another 30% off. So you're almost coming for free when you calculate all of the food and everything that we're going to be spending on this beautiful location. The best part of the reset was being with the community and feeling the energy. Absolutely. Remember, nobody wanted to go back up to their room. Nobody wanted to leave. It's like a great date. You ever have a date that you don't want to end? It's like, wow, you trying, what else can we do? It's getting late. What else can we do? What else can we do? You don't want it to end. It could be anything, a best friend, your favorite cousin. You don't want it to end. You sad when it's over. You're sad when it's over. I had one brother tell me years ago, he said, Nazir, can I just live in this hotel and whenever you have an event, I'll just come down? Because I don't want to go home. I was like, wow. Wow. How many times you go someplace you don't even want to go home? I go on vacations and sometimes I'm ready to go home. Anybody go on vacation like, I had enough of this. I'm good. I'm ready to get back home. So people spending all this money on vacations, you need to get reset and become the vacation. Become the vacation. So some of you don't need more motivation. A lot of people get motivation, and I see a lot of great, young guys who are motivational speakers. They talking inspiration. They rattling off rules and laws, and inspiration is great. But a lot of us need interruption. We need to break these patterns. We need to break these cycles. You need to interrupt that. And you need to break the pattern that's stealing your energy and polluting your biofield. Stealing your discipline, taking away from your confidence and your direction. This is why training is so important. It's no longer about information. I've been doing this longer than most. Gave more information than all of them. And it's not about information anymore. It's about training. And it's about community and tribe. If you don't believe me, do research on the future. I studied the past. I studied the past long enough. I started studying the future. So I'm already in the future. And it's all gonna be about people living in certain tribes. It's gonna be a futuristic society, but we're gonna have a tribal configuration. And you see it happening now, but it's gonna happen even more. It's gonna be more prevalent. So it's about finding your tribe. Finding a group of people that resonate with you, that keep you regulated, that keep you sane. Don't mess around and mix that platinum with the iridium. You're getting ready to have some babies. You're going to have some babies eat no matter what, because of the mere fact it's so powerful. Some of that stuff will break through your protections, because now you're dealing with energy. Now you're dealing with appears to be miraculous. I was telling somebody the other day, miracles and the miraculous and the magic is simply activity that takes place beyond what you feel is possible and beyond your recognition of a certain law, because there's laws, but then there's other laws that supersede that law. And when you start to vibrate on a higher frequency, you're vibrating on laws that supersede the laws of physics. So it looks like it's miraculous. It looks like it's magical. It's not. It's just operating on a higher law.